Hello, hello everyone. It's 12:30. Sorry I'm a little late. I'm going to try something new here. Give people a chance to hop on. I thought there was a way to tag people. A few more moments and I will get started. Okay, I'm going to get started. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Sharon Brokenbow, aka Coach Sharon, and I am an executive leadership coach. And I work with women to help them get to the next levels in their careers easier and faster. And I also support them with any challenges that they may be having on their leadership journey. I am the principal coach at ROS Professional Partners, and that is the focus of our work. I'm also a diversity and inclusion consultant, and I work with organizations to help them to achieve their diversity and inclusion goals through transformational work. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be part two of my five-part series that I'm doing this week about the myths of coaching. Yesterday, the first part, I talked about one of the myths of coaching being that a professional coach is only for people who are incompetent at their jobs and who are failing at their jobs. Um, and that is not true. While coaching can be used as a tool for people who are having some challenges and having some struggles, it is not only for those people. Sometimes people want to be proactive. Sometimes people are transitioning into a new organization or a new role, and that they need that support to be able to transition effectively and appropriately. And therefore, a coach can be a great benefit to someone who is trying to be proactive with their career. So it's not only for people who are doing a bad job. Today, I want to talk about another myth of coaching, which is that a coach is going to tell you exactly what it is that you need to do. That also is not true. Well, it should not be true. And it goes to the difference between what a coach is and what a consultant is. So, as I mentioned in the beginning of this live, I consult with organizations on diversity and inclusion. When I consult, an organization hires me because of my expertise. They hire me because I'm the subject matter expert in diversity and inclusion. That is not true for coaching. I cannot and will not claim to be the subject matter expert on you, because that would be pretty presumptuous of me, wouldn't it? So I'm not the subject matter expert on you. So a lot of people come to coaches, and I get a lot of requests for coaching that says, "Well, I need advice on what I should be doing. I need advice on how I should handle certain things." And while a coach can and should serve as a partner for you to help you figure those things out, a coach will not tell you exactly what to do. And I know that might be a little upsetting to some people because they say, well, I'm coming to you because, you're a coach and I expect for you to be telling me, what the best practices are in certain areas. And in some case, we can lend some of our professional experience to your situation. So think about it like this. If you came to me as a client and said that you were having an issue with your boss or with a coworker or something else was going on in your workplace, and my suggestion to you would be, well, you need to quit. And that very well might be the best choice for you. But who has to deal with the consequences of that advice that I may have given you? Not me, you. So, as a coach, um, what I do and what I've been formally trained to do is to serve as a thought partner for you. So, how I do that is we will sit down and discuss what are your possible options. And in the scenario that I just gave, maybe quitting is an option, but there's always options. So maybe quitting is one. Maybe going to talk to human resources is another. Maybe going to having a personal one-on-one conversation with that coworker or that boss is another. But we would sit down and we would kind of brainstorm what your options are. And I would be asking you that. What are your options? And then from there, we may discuss, well, what are the consequences of some of these options? And then hopefully we'll determine which one is the best choice for you to pursue. You see how that works? Because you're the subject matter expert on yourself, and you know how your options and the actions that you take based off of the option that you chose are going to either positively or negatively affect you and your life and your family. So we'll discuss what options you have. We'll discuss what is the best option for you to pursue. And once we decide what is the best option for you to pursue, we will talk about some action steps that will get you there. What are some things that you can do? What are some things that you can implement to be able to get you to that option or that goal that you have decided that you want to reach? And so we'll talk about action steps. And along with action steps, we'll talk about any obstacles that may get in the way of you achieving those action steps for you to get to that end result. What may get in the way that may hinder you from taking those actions and reaching that goal? And so then we'll talk about ways that you can overcome those obstacles so that you can be proactive if they do rear their ugly head. How do you get around them? How do you get over them? How do you get under them? And then we'll talk about accountability. How are you going to make sure that you do these things that you said that you wanted to do to get to the goal or the end result that you say you want to get to? How are you going to hold yourself accountable? And so those are the steps that a trained and qualified coach goes through with their clients rather than acting as if they are the subject matter expert on all things in that person's life. So, what I do, again, as I explained, is I work with my clients to help them achieve their goals. Most of my clients want to receive promotions. They might not know, how to start or how to go about making themselves attractive enough for those promotions. They may be experiencing some challenges in their leadership journey. Maybe they're new to a management role, and they may be having some issues with team management. You may be experiencing some issues, some relationship issues with your boss and coworkers, or maybe with your peers, or even your subordinates. And what's the best way to handle those things? And so I work with my clients to become the leaders that they know that they could be, but not only leaders, but effective leaders. And that's a difference. So I work with my clients to become effective leaders. If you are experiencing any challenges in your leadership journey or your professional career and period, please reach out to me so that we can talk about how I may support you. Hopefully, what I talked about today will give you a general idea of what it is to work with a coach and what it is not like to work with a coach. Um, if you have any questions about working with me specifically and you are ready to make a change to move towards a specific goal that you have, please send me a message or you can reach out to me at info@rosprofessionals.com and I'll be more than happy to discuss options with you and how we might be able to work together so that I can support you in becoming the leader that you desire and deserve to be. So thank you for listening, and I hope that everyone has a great day. Take care. Bye.